Welcome to Ranking Every Commander with us, the Nitpicking Nerds.
In this episode, we're going through 140, up to 121. We're almost at the top 100.
Can't wait.
Buckle in.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. And in this episode, we want you to specifically subscribe before we show you anything to gain our trust.
And to gain this ability, because subscribers to our channel are 10% more likely to be able to make an omelet without breaking any eggs.
What did I tell you?
You know, we could probably do a real freeze frame now, but it's just not as funny.
It's not as funny as when we don't quite freeze frame. It's a Saved by the Bell freeze frame. 140. Who do we got? Let's just jump right into it because we need to.
And for no other reason. Jeleva Nephalia's Scourge. A 1/3 flying for 1 in Grixis. When she enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top X cards of the library, where X is the amount of mana you spent to cast Jeleva. When Jeleva attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery among them for free.
16 cards you get to look at, which is part of the reason her power is so high. Any of them being huge splashy spells such as Expropriate or Time Warp or Blatant Thievery or any of those crappy annoying cards lets you just take over a game.
Yeah.
And if you give her haste, you get to do it right away.
Yeah, I mean, this is a boots deck for sure. You don't want her dying.
A Greaves deck.
A Greaves and a boots. I don't know. Play one of them. I don't care. You play whatever one you want.
Play whatever one makes you happy.
Yeah, if whatever one truly makes you happy.
Right.
This is fun. You get to play big spells. You get to cast your opponent's big spells.
If you're not the degenerate version, most people aren't going to have a problem with it.
I mean, even the degenerate version is so stoppable. It's crazy.
Counterspell. Oh, all right. Yeah, okay, good.
Oh, okay. Any removal spell? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm stuck. You know what's in my hand? Expropriate in 10 other 9 drops.
Yeah, it reminds me of Joyra.
Joyra.
Also spend 85 Eldrazi. It's like, what if I killed you first? Okay, fair enough.
What if I just killed Joyra right away? Well, that's
Then okay. I cannot beat that. She has a 6 for art because it's
just
whatever.
Dark flying vampire.
And let me just say right now, this is applying to all future commanders. If they don't have a backstory, I'm not going to mention it.
She doesn't have a backstory.
I don't need to tell you that she doesn't have a backstory. If she has a cool backstory, I'll say something.
That's true. And 8 for uniqueness because she's excellent on top of cards. It's when she attacks. There's a lot of different things that really go into this card.
She gets better as the game progresses. You get 16 cards and then 28 cards, 24 cards, 24.
You got it.
32, and it actually becomes more worth it.
Yes. So even though you're spending more mana, you get more options from it.
Makes it worth more mana.
I think I said that more succinctly.
Yes, you did. And I think these first 7 commanders are going to sound different than the next 13 commanders. Well, yeah, okay. Niv Mizzet the Fire Mine, 139. 6 mana for a 4/4 flyer. Whenever you draw a card, he deals 1 damage to any target. Tap him. You guessed it. Draw a card.
So he goes infinite really easily, and the power here is
Curiosity. Ophidian Eye. Unoriginal. Infinite combo.
It's so easy. You just win the game as long as you have enough cards in your deck,
Yes.
which you will, because
That being
that's how
said,
you built your deck.
Still 6 for power. He's not a 1 mana 1/1.
He still costs 6 mana. He's still gonna become the target of so much spot removal so fast.
So much hate. I think he's very fun though. I think it's a fun.
As long as you're
it's
not-
a fun give and take, even against the degenerate version.
Well, I think where it gets even more fun at the 8 here is because the 2 points are if you're playing the degenerate version. That's the unfun part. But if you're not, this deck is just fun.
It's a spell slinger draw card deck.
Who's gonna be mad about you playing your silly?
That is what is at its core. Deal damage, draw cards. Come on.
5 for art because he's got that squishy
It looks
face.
a little squishy. Apparently, dragons that look more like humans are smarter.
That's somebody said that once on a Reddit post and I saw it.
We're gonna go with it. You heard it here first. That is factual. Niv Mizzet is amazing because he's a narcissistic egomaniac who named the Izzet after himself. And his flavor text, if you didn't know, when you tilt it to where it's... No, wait, you already tilted it. If you rotate it and listen to the squares and the parentheses, it spells out Niv Mizzet equals 1.
I didn't know that until you told me that last episode when we did Niv Mizzet, or 2 episodes ago.
It's like the coolest fun fact for me.
It is a super cool fact. Niv Mizzet.
And then they have the balls to make 3 more Niv Mizzets and have the flavor text be garbage.
You know what? Actually, Niv Mizzet is super cool. Niv Mizzet, he seems reasonable, though he does just get completely and utterly destroyed by Bolas when he gets a little, when he's like, I'm going to take this man on. He just gets destroyed by him. Like, Bolas kills him with 0 effort.
Yeah, Niv Mizzet is not that powerful.
No.
Compared to Bolas, apparently.
He also comes back a lot more powerful. He comes back as the Guild Pact.
I don't know if we've had that one yet.
Nope, yep, he's coming up
No,
later.
this is only the second one we've done.
It's only the second one.
We did the RTR one and now the original Rambo
There's
one.
2 higher on this list.
Not this list. The list in total.
And uniqueness
overall.
is whatever because he's blue, red, draw.
Cards.
I mean, that's such a common thing. Saram, Senior Edificer, 138. He's 1 in the white for a 2/2. Whenever you cast a vehicle, equipment, or aura, draw a card. This guy is one of the best mono white commanders.
It's card draw. It lets you build your deck any number of ways. You can go equipment. You can go vehicles. You can go auras. You can go equipment auras. You can go vehicle auras. You can go vehicle equipment. Or you can go all 3. Or you can play some random other deck. I like SRAM. I love the options he provides. I think he's actually really strong. 6 for power. Giving you cards.
Another thing that he really provides is like he gives you card draw in the command zone, which if you're playing the 99 just lacks. Will always lack in mono white. And not always, but for now and until
these card type decks need help anyway. I have SRAM in the 99 in my Bant Enchantress deck because he's just good.
Yeah.
He's a 2-mana Enchantress.
Yeah, he plays his auras. He counts all auras.
He's just like Core Spirit Dancer, basically.
This card would be much higher because it's such a cool and good card, if not for the fact.
If SRAM did anything ever, he sucks. He doesn't do anything. He's a random dwarf guy.
And before you hop into the comments and say, but he had this one story where he did nothing of use in Kaladesh. Like, yeah, that's true.
Hold on. Hop into the comments before you accrue the comments.
Before we start accruing too many comments.
This video's comment says crew 100. You need 100 comments in order for us to read any of them. So get typing.
This is not true. We read almost every single one. Yeah. I try to.
This video is very fun, and this video is very unique. I would say a 10 and a 9 respectively.
Fair enough.
Why are we talking about cracking eggs earlier?
We were talking about cracking eggs because we have Atla.
It sounded like you were going to wrestling introduce it. Atla Palani.
Atla Palani, Nest Tender. This is your eggs commander.
Weighing in at 2 power, 3 toughness. This woman costs 1 red, green, white, and she has the ability to tap 2 and herself create a 0/1 egg creature token. Whenever an egg you control dies, flip cards until you hit a creature, and then throw that bad boy onto the battlefield.
It's an eggs commander, but it's an eggs commander in the sense of like actual eggs.
Actual factual eggs. Too bad there's no good eggs. There's changelings and there's rock eggs and such. There is a sneaky little infinite combo that involves only packing your deck full of eggs and playing Wheel of Sun and Moon, and you sacrifice them to get infinite triggers of death or enters the battlefield.
Yeah, that's
still 5. This card is not crazy.
Still janky. I mean, how is that not janky?
That's a 3-card combo. You have a sack outlet for your commander, Wheel of Sun and Moon, and your deck is full of bad creatures. That sounds like a janky combo to me, but I think that's what brings her up to a 5.
Definitely a 10 for fun. I mean,
random creatures.
It's the eggs commander.
Oh, I killed my rock egg and got a Vorinclex. Like, ooh, suck it, other noobs at the table.
Or in this case, I sacked my rock egg and got a changeling.
8 for art. I love the fact that I can tell this is from Ixalan, even though it doesn't say so.
Yes, it doesn't say it's from Ixalan.
Her name and her headdress and the overall aesthetic of it.
No, she's protecting dinosaur eggs. She's what did you say? The Steve.
Oh, she's the Steve Irwin of prehistoric Ixalan.
She's prehistoric Steve Irwin, and a 6 for uniqueness because though it's the eggs commander and is unique in itself. It's tribal. There's a lot of tribal commanders.
Tribal support isn't anything new.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Which brings us to Rune of the Hidden Realm, 136. This is 2 and a bant for a 4/4 vigilance. And you can pay 2 and tap it to exile another target creature and return it at the beginning of the next end step. This lets you destroy tokens. More importantly, flicker your own creatures for extra into the battlefield abilities. There's so many different ways this deck can go. So many ways. You want to flicker lands based. You want to flicker spells based. You want to flicker to gain control of your opponent's stuff.
It's the ETB deck, but guess what? Their ETB creatures in Magic span from like the whole.
One of the most common things a creature can do is do something when it comes in.
Yeah.
Especially modern creatures where they can't just give us creatures that require investment or anything. They all just, here's the best possible thing you can ever get when it enters the battlefield. And your opponent kills it, you got 2 for 1. That's modern Magic.
Ugh, I hate those. There's a lot of those. Yeah, like all of the what are they called? Cavaliers.
Cavaliers, there's like the Reflector Mages, the Dravenous Chupacabra, all the Gear Hulks.
There's a lot of them.
Every Planeswalker in War of the Spark.
that's so true. But again, 10 million ways to build this. They're all going to be based on ETBs. But again, so many ETBs.
Special shout outs to our favorite cards, Gilded Drake and
Perplexing
Chimera.
Those cards are insanely good in this deck because it returns it to its owner's control. 9 for art.
He's good art.
He's working
I can
with
tell he's from Bant, despite not being from Alara sets.
Yes, which is cool. It's the same thing as the last card. Also, the 9 for art. It does the hidden realm thing, which is something to do with Bant because I don't know which one it is, but there's the resoundings. What's the white resounding?
Silence.
Resounding Silence also uses the hidden realm. Whatever the hidden realm is, I don't know what it is.
Oh, they're silhouettes, but they.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to describe what's happening in that.
There's a hidden realm that the Bant are able to use, and I don't know.
Is that just the Exile Zone? Probably.
But it's cool. Regardless, it's cool.
I like that it ties in. Kethis, the Hidden Hand, 135, 3 mana for a 3/4. It costs black, white, green. Legendary spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and if you have legendary cards in your graveyard, well, boy, howdy! Exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard until end of turn. You can play legends from your graveyard. That's it. That is all.
I am so glad you read that verbatim.
That's boy howdy is on the card.
Boy howdy.
It's the italics. Boy howdy.
It says
hyphen. That's the keyword.
If you have legends in your graveyards, boy howdy.
Coming to Commander 2020. Boy howdy.
The new ability. Boy howdy.
What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're doing a countdown.
His power is a 5.
He's right in the middle. He's very mid-range. He's very fair.
He's so fair, and there's so many things. Yeah, get rid of. It counts anything, so you can exile some legendary lands. You can be self-milling, all different kinds of things in this deck.
There's plenty of legendary lands that you don't know exist that are great in this deck.
Name 50.
I guess I'm wrong.
I guess Beezy's wrong.
Damn it. All right. Well, what else does he have? He's got a very fun shell because it's just fair. I mean, you playing a fair deck cannot be unfun for your opponents.
This is Abzan Legends, but also cares about the graveyard. So that push that range to the uniqueness also. But that's why it's
Abzan is almost always +1 counters, graveyard, and what else did I say? Tokens.
And even though this does have a graveyard theme to it, it more revolves around the legends.
This feels Abzan to me. It doesn't feel like, what's the other card? 5-color C-Save where they're just like, legends, whatever. They just kind of put words on a card and then it says legendaries. This feels like a legend commander.
Yeah, he does. He's cool. I like him a lot. Art is good. He's signing that contract.
Yeah, he doesn't have much character. He's just like Rubinia's Soul Signer.
Maybe he actually, I'm assuming because he's like the hidden hand, maybe he's like signing contracts for people and they don't know. He's the hidden hand. That would make sense.
Like a Ghost Rider?
He's like getting a contract and getting it signed for somebody with using a fake signature. The hidden hand. That's what I'm trying to make.
I don't know.
Headcanon, baby. Headcanon.
Okay, if we use that headcanon, his points for coolness go down.
Our Worksmith Thieves, Slumbering Isle is 134. This is a 12/12 for 2 green-blue. When it enters the battlefield with 5 slumber counters on it. Whenever you cast a spell, you can remove a slumber counter on it. And as long as it has a slumber counter on it, slumber counter on it, it is a land and not a creature. It doesn't say that, but it's not a creature. And it taps for a green and a blue. That was also verbatim.
I feel like this card has about 7 words on it, but you made it sound like some kind of textbook that I just completely zoned out of whatever you were saying.
That's how you did it with Kethis.
No, because I was very enthused and I used fun, cool words like boy howdy.
What happened was Beezy said
what happened was
Beezy said the wrong thing and then corrected it by saying boy howdy.
And you all forgot what I said wrong. This power is super low because it doesn't really do anything. It takes effort to make your 12/12, and then you need 2 hits to kill somebody. Although the upside in Rides on a 0 is 2 hits is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's the ideal number of hits besides 1.
His fun isn't super high. He's a big fat 12/12.
It ramps you. It's guaranteed ramp.
But the reason it loses fun points, it's not unfun to play against. It's not super fun to play.
It's not really anything. Yeah, you probably got the full 5 from your opponents, but how much is this doing for you?
Yeah, not.
It's cute with things like Frantic Search, I guess.
That is.
You have a guaranteed way to... Your Peregrine Drake adds a mana.
Ooh, got him.
You're close to having Paleocron go infinite, I guess. Because you may remove a Slumber Counter. So if you want the land shenanigans, you can keep the Slumber Counters on him.
Yeah.
So you have some versatility in it. But I think this card is awesome in the story that it tells. Because it's a sleeping Leviathan. The city just happens to fall on its back. And when it wakes up, they're all dead.
They didn't fall on its back. They I assume people sailed there, and it was an island, and they made a home there.
I said that more succinctly.
But no, get that. It didn't fall on its back. It didn't. What? It wasn't an island. And there wasn't a city in the sky that fell off the clouds right onto the island, and they just decided to live there afterwards.
Sounds right to me. I don't know.
That sounds like the lore to you.
I don't know what plane this guy's from.
This shows. No, I don't either.
I get a little Theros vibe, but who's to say?
I like that this card, without any text, like flavor text or anything, can tell a story in just there.
That's his backstory.
That's
What's
awesome.
his backstory? He's sleeping.
He's a slumbering isle that will one day wake.
And completely wreck everybody.
Oh, yep.
Whoa, breaking new ground. Azusa, Lost But Seeking, 133. Super easy to read this card. 2 and a green for a 1/2. You can play 2 extra lands.
This is so powerful because
This card is great.
You're going to play a lot of lands in your deck. You're going to play a lot of cards that care about extra lands entering.
You're mono green. All the lands matters. What were we saying? Tireless Tracker. Lotus Cobra. I can't think of her name. She's a 5/3 for 5. That makes 5 3s.
Titania.
Titania. I was thinking some A name.
I am Titania. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
What, a remix potential?
Nothing. I can't tell you. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay. Titania. Wait.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the card on Azusa. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Azusa. We're talking about Azusa. The next one doesn't matter.
Our power is an 8. It's ridiculously strong to play 2 extra lands every single turn. This card is so annoying. It only costs 3. Well worth the additional effect. The lands can come in untapped. I think this card is great at getting value and great for fun because you get to play all your Timmy cards.
It's a Timmy deck. You get to just play super lands and then go play big Vorinclex, big fatty.
Life from the Loam? Life from the Loam in this deck? Good lord.
Throwing out your fetch lands. Just why not?
All your fetch lands. Ramming up Excavator even as a budget Crucible of Worlds, which is already a pretty budget.
Yeah, I mean, you could, even in this deck, you get to play like Evolving Wilds feels good.
If I had to build a mono green deck, I'd build this.
You think?
Yes,
Azusa?
I thought about it
cool,
before.
cool. Azusa's art is fine. She has 2 arts. Which one do you like more?
I think I want to say the new one.
Me too. I would agree. I got a 7.
They're both.
They're both about the same.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't notice too much of a distinction between them. I know she's lost, and I know she's seeking, and I know she's not very unique because green and lands go hand in hand. That rhymed.
That's all I know too.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
What are you doing?
I was thinking. Did I know Azusa's lore? I don't. She has. I'm sure she had some. We gave her some points.
The lore's in the name, buddy. Let's move on to Titania, Protector of Argoth. 1 point better than Azusa, but 4 points lower for power. She's a 5/3 for 5. When your lands die, she makes 5 3s. And when she enters, you return a land from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is where you want all your fetch lands. You know, just stuff like Lotus Cobra, Tireless Tracker, Azusa, Life from the Loam.
Raminac Excavator.
Evolving Wilds feels good in this deck. And I think a lot of the lore. I think a lot of the lore is just built into the name of the card. She protects Argoth. She's an older character. I know she died. I know she sacrificed herself.
Her priest is a better card than her. I think so.
I mean, yeah, 2-mana elves are better than 5-mana elves.
I mean,
she's actually an avatar.
Regardless, Titania's an avatar. Whatever.
Yep. She's literally just a person in a chair, but nope, she's an avatar.
It's a fun deck. She's the avatar of that person in the chair.
Whatever. I think the art's really good though.
The art is beautiful. There's good art. You can have good art and it not be beautiful, but this is beautiful art. Because there's like sub mechanics. Like I would not call his art beautiful.
No, it's macabre and
it's like I love his art. It's not beautiful.
Oh man.
And a 9 for uniqueness because it's like even though it's a lands matter commander, you're making like these weird 5/3s.
5/3. It kind of is it supposed to be a clone of herself? I want to see. I haven't ever looked at the commander token, but if it looks like her, that would be cool.
I don't know. I honestly have no clue. So,
Me neither. But
all right.
army of 5/3s, that's great.
I'm not going to talk about this next one. Beezy, you got this one.
Okay. For anyone saying this list is not objective, if this list was subjective, this got to be like number 2 or number 3 or number 1. This is Carador, Ghost Chieftain, and he's ya boy. He's 5, white, black, green for a 3/4, but but he costs 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. So he's white, black, green for a 3/4. That passes the vanilla test already. I haven't gotten to what the card does. Every one of your turns, you get to cast a creature from your graveyard. You got to pay the cost. But life's not that easy. You know, things aren't. You gotta pay for stuff sometimes. This card is amazing. I love this card. It's my favorite commander easily. It's my first commander deck. I have no bias whatsoever. I think it should be higher.
Why don't you go over to the categories?
I guess. Well, I'm just doing this whole thing
Yeah, go ahead.
because I have this deck.
This is probably your favorite commander.
I just said they weren't even listening.
So just read. So go over it.
7 for power. Maybe that seems high to you. Let me walk you through it. Fill your graveyard. Only costs 3 mana. No commander tax. There you go. Getting incremental value from casting your creatures. Moving on to being slightly more serious. Not just turning this into a meme. Realistically, you get a ton of value because he essentially enters the battlefield and reanimates one of your creatures. Because you tap 3 for him, and then you play the creature you want to get. That's already enough value as it is. He's only going to cost 3. I like it a lot. Fun.
The problem.
This is a fair card.
I'll jump in.
Okay.
The reason it's not higher on the power, because it is a very powerful card, is it's very susceptible to graveyard hate.
Yes.
And it hurts the deck a lot because you're going to fill your graveyard up with like 10, 20, 30 cards quickly, and then the graveyard hate can hurt you really bad.
The problem is, you can fill your graveyard up with 15 cards. It's going to cost 3. Then just play with those cards. Don't need to fill your graveyard more. There's ways to play around it, but if you get clipped with a random...
Rest in peace.
No, rest in peace. I'm saying the black spell one, Nile Spellbound, that feels really bad because it slows you down. But 10 for fun, because holy crap, this card is so much fun. However your deck goes, if you want to be degenerate, Protein Hulk combo, if you want to just be gaining value, I don't know what you mean, gaining value, this is something for everybody. There's ways to actually combat this deck. It's not unstoppable.
It's definitely not unstoppable. I mean, almost every graveyard deck. Graveyard decks can be too good, but they tend to be compatible because there's been a lot of graveyard hit printed out through Magic's history.
Oh, God, I love this card so much. 6 for art. You know, I'm willing to admit where cards have shortcomings. This art is not that great. There's also a little bit of a flavor fail with this card. His flavor text, or his bio, I think it's his bio, says he's a Nessian centaur, and that was back in 2011 or 2012 or whatever. But if you check where Nessia is today, it's located on Theros, which doesn't have a spirit world. It has the underworld. So Carador shouldn't be a spirit. He should be a zombie or a returned or some form of that, because how could he just be a ghost? There's no ghosts on Theros. Why did you have to name drop Nessia if you don't even know where that is, Wizards? What are you doing? You just picked a name? You're hurting my boy.
For shame.
They didn't really hurt anything. He doesn't have much backstory because he's a commander card. So we gave him a 5 because he has one little blurb, which is kind of cool, but what are we supposed to do? And 7 for uniqueness. I like the fact that he reduces his commander tax. That's the main part to me.
Reducing commander tax is huge on cards.
More so than Abzan graveyard stuff.
I mean, Abzan graveyard is definitely not the unique part. It's that he's just reducing cost. Letting you cast from the graveyard is unique in a lot of ways.
It's not delve.
Too many that do that.
It's not delve. So if you have 10 creatures in your graveyard, he costs 3. Then he dies. He costs 3. He's not a card that people really want to spot remove all that often.
No, because it's unless you can hit out in that graveyard, you don't want to spot remove.
Love this card. Carador 131.
Ready for? Well, this is like. There's no way you like this card nearly as much as you like the other card.
That's what I'm saying. That's why this list is so... We've forced ourselves to be as objective as possible. So Carador is way lower than he would be in my tops.
So next is Estrid the Mast. 130.
It's Ripley from Alien 3.
1 green, white, blue for a legendary planeswalker Estrid, enters with 3 loyalty. +2, untap each enchanted permanent you control. -1, create a white or enchantment token named Mask attached to another target permanent. The token has enchant permanent and totem armor. -7, put the top 7 cards of your library into your graveyard. Return all non-aura enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then do the same for aura cards. Don't you dare read that last line of text. No one could see you fake sleeping. We're not on camera.
Huh? What? I was asleep. That was so boring. This card is not very interesting to me. I see the merit. I get that you can play
Enchant lands.
Utopia Sprawl and...
There's a lot of them. Wild Growth.
Wild Growth is what I was thinking. Fertile Ground, all that crap. You play Enchant your lands, then she is a ritual that untaps them. I get it. That's cool. The deck, I see the merit. Medium power level.
Yeah.
And her ultimate's really good. if you can get there.
I guess you could play a really weird deck where you just totem armor all your lands, and then you Armageddon.
Oh, what? Yeah, you don't even need to do it to more than one. You just go Utopia Sprawl, Fertile Ground, Wild Growth, Totem Armor it, blow up everyone's lands. I just have one, but it makes 8 lands. It makes 8 mana.
It's the lamest thing I ever thought
That
of.
is so stupid. That's something you could do.
It's fun because there's a lot of auras tend to be fun. I mean, it's going to be an Enchantress deck. It's going to be
It's more of an honest Voltron nuts and bolts. Like, it's not busted. It's auras. How great are auras?
art is cool. She looks cool. She has the mask. The mask looks cool. Doesn't she have mask floating around her, right?
Yeah, she has masks floating around her, dude.
That's what I thought. Like tons of masks.
They don't really look that cool. If they looked cooler, she might just have a 10.
I like how they look.
Well, they're okay. They look a little cartoony.
They do.
She's so realistic, and then it's a goofy wolf mask. Where is she going with those?
I don't know. She's going to pretend she's a wolf or
Yeah,
something.
what's the point of the masks having different shapes if they all just give the same ability?
Well, because I think she puts them on different things. I think the point is she could put it on any animal or anything to protect it. So like the wolf gets.
It's tough because this above Carador just blowing my mind.
Oh,
I mean, I understand. I literally put it there. I don't like it though.
You know what they
I don't
say.
have to be happy about it.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck to suck.
And a 9 for uniqueness because the plus.
Everything this card does is like nothing else does this.
Yeah, well, it like retethers.
Replenish into retether is the ultimate.
Yeah, so replenish, retethers, and then like it's just.
Untaps enchanted permanents. What else is doing?
It
that?
also makes.
What
It
is
literally
that?
makes a token that nothing else makes.
Yeah, there's a new token, and they brought back an ability that everybody forgot existed. Totem Armor.
I can't believe this next one is this high.
Well, this isn't a fun magic card. Skitherix the Blight Dragon. 3 black for a 4/4 flying. Infect. Dragon Skeleton, though. Pay black. She gains haste until end of turn. Pay black. Regenerate her. This is a divisive commander because it's the only commander that has ever been printed with Infect.
And hopefully they never print another one again.
I don't see the point to doing that. Printing one with Infect. I don't see the point to printing another one. I honestly don't even really care either way. The power's in the middle because you can just gimp somebody out. Like, oh, gotcha. Take 4, take 6 if you pump it. But that's not really fun.
Outside of that, what is it offering? Nothing, really.
This is one of those all or nothing cards. It either does absolutely nothing or it kills one player.
And it's annoying. And nobody.
And I don't even see an upside past that.
The fun's in the middle here because you're going to have fun. In fact, it can be fun to play.
Not
It's
against.
never against. It loses all 5 points there. Who wants to play against Infect? Nobody. It's so.
Okay, I'm not painting all Infect players as bad or all Infect is not fun. It's just, I get it. It's not interesting.
It's stupid. It's
not deep. It's not.
it's there. Your opponent starts at 10.
Well,
That's-
if this commander was a normal creature and it was a 20/20, or if it, like I said, it'd be like a 15/15. This is a 15/15. No, it'd have to be.
I don't know where you're going with this.
It kills in 2.5 hits. So what is it? It's a
10.
10/10. Yeah, 10/10. Or if you bump it at all, it's a 2-hit kill. I don't know how much fun that is when it has haste and regenerate.
It's lame. Just like Skitherix. 8 for art. It looks so scary.
No, this character's awesome.
It's scary.
It's a dragon that got Phyrexified.
You would use a different word last time. That was even weirder.
Corrupted by the oil. Really sweet.
The
Dragon
oil-
skeleton.
The oil that would have never gotten out of the other plane if not for the fact that Karen is too lazy to wipe his feet.
Karn's an idiot. Karn's an idiot who has no morals or inner workings. He's just a dummy.
Yeah. Again, yeah, we just said
Uniqueness.
we just said how cool he was. So the uniqueness, he has a 10 because he's the only infect mirror. Period.
I'm going with she.
He or she. That's it.
Let's say she.
Let's just default to C for this
How
one.
about they?
They. Next, we have Kalia Zenith Seeker.
Zenith Seeker. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Red, white, black for a flying vigilance 3/3. When Kalia enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel, a demon, and or a dragon from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order.
It kind of felt like they wanted to go, let's make another Kalia. What does she have to do? Who cares? They just made it say whatever. Why does she have vigilance?
She can draw up to 3 cards. I don't know.
She can drop to 3 cards, but she doesn't help you get these demons, dragons, and angels out. That's the whole point, is she was a cool way to get them out. I wish it said demon, angels, and dragons cost 1 less. Or they cost 2 less or something.
Yes, because the true issue here is all of those creature types, the actual ones you want to be playing, cost like 5 mana and up.
Yeah, it's
every
just
single one.
they're reanimator targets.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want Razakath. He's awesome, but he costs.
Razakath, Villas, Abyss and Angel of Hope.
It's like all these awesome angels. Like it's what makes the other Kalia so much cooler. Even though we'll get to her.
Yeah,
but
playing angels, demons, and dragons, while not powerful at all, is very fun.
Those three creature types are.
We can sum it up with that sentence.
Those three are probably three of the coolest creature types in Magic. Period.
They just took kitchen table players, asked them what's cool, and then they made a commander about it.
That certainly does seem that way. Though the 3 wings is so cool on her.
All 3 types. That's amazing.
Yep, she has a dragon wing, a demon wing, and an angel wing. I love that. Art is fine. I mean, it doesn't really.
The other one's better.
Yes. The 9 for coolness is because of
the aforementioned wings.
The wings is basically like that's one of those.
Her affiliations with the 3 coolest types. The fact that she just seems like a wet dream of a casual kitchen table player.
She works together. She works with all those types, and like I don't know the exact lore, but it doesn't need the exact lore because she has dragons, demons, and angels all working with her.
This isn't even really a tribal card. They just meshed 3 of them together, and it kind of works.
Yeah, and
it's not a tribal commander. It's a fatties commander, but they just have to be certain types.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The uniqueness is a 7. I mean, because those 3 types specifically, and she also is draw. She's a murder draw card.
But it's not a draw good card.
I didn't say it was good. Did I use the word good?
Maybe you just build some sort of flicker deck. You play 6 of these in your deck, and then you just happen to get your 3/3 Elvish Visionary.
Play all. So the only one I could think the only cool flicker one I thought of that actually fits in this deck really good is Restoration Angel.
That's so cool.
That's gotta be the first card that goes in the deck. She's not an angel, right? What's her creature type?
Kalia?
Yeah, what is her creature type?
She's a human. There we go.
Okay, well there you go. She's a human cleric, so you can just flicker her with Restoration Angel.
And don't think about the deck past those 2 cards. Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker, 2 red for a 2/2 haste. Tap. Create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control. That token gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Kiki-Jiki knows what he wants to do. He wants to pair with one of his BFFs that go infinite.
Yeah, I don't know how many red ones there are. I know Zell's Conscript, and I'm sure there's others.
Yeah, Conscripts is the only one we can think of off the top of our head. So let's say we're going to use Zealous Conscripts. If there's another one that we forgot, feel free to fill in with that one every other time.
I'm sure. Isn't there like
6 for power?
Isn't there a pirate that takes 1 from each of them? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. He goes infinite. The problem with this card is when you look at it, it just looks so combo. But you can make such a cool deck out of it.
There's a lot of cool stuff. You can compare it to do you want to make copies of Zealous Conscript or do you want to make copies of Solemn Simulacrum?
Or do you want
That's the deck I want to play against.
Yeah, you can make copies of anything. Like there's so many.
Wormcoil Engine. I'm just saying random stuff.
Wormcoil Engine's awesome. Is it sacrifice or is it exile?
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
You get the death trigger of whatever you copy.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. It doesn't even matter because it's at M steps with exile. You would just need a sack outlet in between there if it added an extra step. But Kiki-Jiki, the Mirror Breaker, he's very good against the mirror. If you play against another Kiki-Jiki deck, he's so good. He breaks the mirror. Get it?
It took you so long to say that.
You get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
He's very fun. He's fun if you're not being degenerate. I don't even really like either of the artworks too much. New one's better.
You like the new one?
Yeah.
I hate the new one.
You hate it?
I don't like that art at all.
I like the dragon spirit in the background.
I don't like. He just looks like a grumpy turtle shell.
Well, all the Aki
I
turtle
know.
shelly.
Yeah, I know, but this one specifically just looks like just a grumpy turtle shell.
Well, he only got a 6. Kiki-Jiki doesn't do much.
I like the
That's
other
why he
art
got
more.
a 6 for coolness as well. But for 10, I think this effect is awesome. I think it's weirdly red. Red has gotten a lot more of stuff like this. You could make a clones deck. I think this is cool.
What else does this? What else makes a token like this every turn?
I mean,
Goes infinite in the way it does.
Flame Shadow Conjuring comes to mind.
What's that?
Well, in Commanders, nothing really does this.
Well, yeah, especially it's what I'm talking about in the command zone.
Well, yeah, nothing. Really.
I'm not saying obviously almost every one of these commanders, another card does something similar.
The closest to this would be Sakashima the Imposter, or something that just clones it.
You're the worst.
What?
Next, Gyrus, Waker of Corpses. X Jund. He enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on him, where X is equal to the amount of mana spent on him. So that's cool. He incorporates the commander text into how many counters he gets.
Well, and he incorporates the blue red black. And the the green, red, black into the X counters as well.
I'm glad you said that right the first time, and no one else knows otherwise. When Gyrus attacks, you may exile target creature with lesser power from your graveyard. If you do, create a token that is a copy of that card. What?
Just keep going. Go. Just read the rest of it.
If you do, create a token that's a copy of that card that's tapped and attacking. Exile the token at the end of combat.
Nothing does what Kiki Jiki does.
That's not what I meant. I know things make copies.
This one's funny. This was laughing.
This one works with the graveyard. It's different.
This card is really cool. I don't think it's very good though.
No.
4 overpower.
You
It's slow. You got to attack with it. It's a one-time use. It doesn't even sacrifice. It exiles at the end step.
I like that no matter how much mana you put into it, that's its power. I like that.
You could just pay it as a 3/3 for X is equals to 0, and you get a 3/3.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing to like about this card. That's not what I was saying.
No, it
but-
leaves something to be desired. But the
definitely
fact that it is a Hydra who reanimates stuff, it's like a zombie raise the dead. I don't even know what's going on. This card.
I assume this card accidentally does what it does. It doesn't seem like the character is smart.
Oh well, yeah, it's a beast.
It just looks like a giant Hydra with tons of heads. It doesn't
They
have
accidentally like, oh, this guy's on my side now.
basically it goes into a graveyard and it just reanimates a corpse from the graveyard.
Well, it's weird because the faces on this one look they look like an individual, and it's also legendary. There's no other Hydra that looks like Gyrus.
Yeah, it looks very monstrous. Also, it has like scary movie red eyes.
Yes, the art is great. I think the art's very sweet.
Yeah.
I wish we could see more of it. Wizards does not like showing the gross part of Hydras, which is just the ball of necks that all come together.
To be fair, look at Pelokonos. How dumb does Pelokonos look? That card looks like butts.
Well, yeah, that's the lame part of Hydras. The cool part is the heads.
That's why you just show their
And
heads.
You don't show the neck butt where they all.
You don't show
up.
the
What does it have a
the-
little puffy tail at the end?
The Brontosaurus body. No one wants to see the Brontosaurus.
It's all
body.
lumpy and it's got necks spewing out of everything. I don't even know.
Exactly. Just show me the heads. It looks cool.
Whoa, that's cool, and I won't think about what's attached to it.
I won't because that's what's good about it.
Yes, Gyrus doesn't really do anything special, but he looks cool doing it.
is
And I
a-
think we can just move on from it.
He's a giant Hydra that I assume unintentionally just wakes corpses. Like just reanimates them.
Wake
That is-
up.
Wake up.
Trivia monster party, murder mystery trivia party,
Yeah, it's got all those words in it.
monster movie trivia. I don't know. That game, shout out.
But he's Jund, and though it's not because he's Jund here. It's just graveyard matters.
Don't tell me this is a John and Mount Commander, because it ain't.
It's definitely
Because it ain't. I know one when I see one, and I haven't seen one yet. Oloro, ageless aesthetic, 125. We're almost done with this particular 20 commanders. 3 white, blue, black for 4/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life. Whenever you gain life, you can pay 1. If you do, you draw a card, and each opponent loses 1 life. But, who buddy? What the heck did I say? Who doggy? Who boy? I can't even remember what I said before with some other commander.
Something boy.
I don't know. Boy howdy.
Boy
At the
howdy.
beginning of your upkeep, if Oloro Ageless Aesthetic is in the command zone, you gain 2 life. Every single turn of every single game,
It just has eminence.
you will gain 2 life. There is nothing your opponents can do to stop this. There is nothing they can do to lessen the amount of life you gain. I mean, I guess whatever. But you're gaining 2 life is the main
He's exaggerating. There is.
point, yeah.
They can control your turn and then exile him.
This card makes Eminence very interesting to me. Is the first card printed with Eminence, and it is literally the most hated commander of all time up until they printed those.
I don't even know
Why
why
would
it's
they bring it
hated.
back?
I don't. It's like Life Gain is so fair. It's like
No, it's super fair. I don't even think it's that crazy, but everybody hated this card. So why would you bring back Eminence?
I have no clue why
It's
people
stupid.
hated this card. And Knife for
Stupid
fun
decision.
because it is definitely the Life Gain commander.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, playing against this card, it's fine. Gain your life. It doesn't bother me. As long as you're not taking 10 seconds to gain 2 life every turn.
Yeah,
then I'm not bothered.
As long as you don't have to, as long as you're not physically writing it down, I'd be so mad about that. If they were doing physically writing it down, drive me
you can't
bonkers.
physically write down cards that have boy howdy
Out.
abilities on them.
Art is cool. There's 2 of these giant guys sitting on thrones. There's 2 of these.
But they don't look super excited.
Yeah.
What's the
they're-
other one? Vishkal?
Vishkal. He's also just sitting on what looks like the exact same throne.
Vishkal's wearing sunglasses, though.
I'm so bored. Ugh.
The funny thing of Oloro is he's bored because you benched him.
He's
You're
being-
never
he's-
going to cast this.
he's just
stupid
sitting
card.
in the command
Oh
zone.
wow, 6 mana for when I draw a card, my opponents lose 1 life. That's crazy.
What, you gain?
When I gain life, I draw a card?
Yeah, draw a card's important.
No, it's not.
How is it not
Six
important?
mana for it. Doesn't matter what this guy does. You're just going to bench him, use it to trigger all of your life gain cards and say, whenever you gain life, do blah, blah, blah.
Do X, do Y, do Z.
In a way, Aloro is a mana advantage because you don't have to pay mana to gain life.
Yep. And when you do pay mana to gain life, it feels really bad.
Yes, it does.
Feels gross.
Oh boy, it feels terrible.
What's the last thing here?
We just didn't talk about his character. He lives forever. That's why he's so bored.
Yeah.
He's eternal. He sits on a throne. He's got a lot of power, but he's a giant.
This Beezy wishes he was Aloro.
They don't know the backstory of I don't want to die, but I guess now they do.
I mean, that's the story.
This just in. Dying sucks.
Beezy wants to live forever. That's the
Okay, yeah.
That's the whole story.
The hypothetical, would you live forever? I would just say yes.
Okay.
So now fight me in the comments, I guess. Marina Lich Queen, 124. Joe's got this one.
1 in an Esper for a zombie wizard, 4/4. Whenever you attack with 1 or more zombies, draw that many cards, then discard that many cards. You gain that much life. 2, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. Create a tapped 2/2 zombie token. That part doesn't matter so much.
This commander does it all. There's so much this card does. Draw, discard, gaining life, zombie tribal, graveyard interaction. Whew.
The power's right in the middle because she doesn't really do anything crazy herself for power.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes. Oh, that's sad. It is true, though. It's sad but true. She really doesn't have anything that she really excels at.
Yeah, she just does a little bit of everything. She's a Swiss Army knife. Whatever wacky Esper deck you want to build, she'll probably tie it together.
She's a zombie. I mean, she's still...
The zombie part is the best part.
She's a 10. She's the quintessential zombie commander.
Well, for fun and coolness, she's like a robot zombie overlord, which is amazing. I love that.
She's really weird. Yeah, the art is weird on this card. It's not good, but
outlandish.
It's weird.
Yeah, we didn't think it was very great.
She has a robot eye. It's like technology is kind of just looked over in Magic.
There's no guns. There's no cell phones.
Yeah, it's just everything's. I don't know. There's probably a word for it.
I don't get it. What is the word for that when you just purposefully avoid real life things, even though they would definitely exist? Like you think Kaladesh hasn't figured out how to make a phone?
Yeah.
Or a screen that you can type on? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like a hologram city, SRAM? Is that better than what?
Yeah. How is he doing?
What are you even looking at?
He has a hologram city, but he doesn't have a computer. Okay. We're getting off topic.
Kind of.
Marina has another 10 here because...
I already mentioned it. I said she was a cool robot zombie overlord.
Cool robot zombie overlord.
I thought that covered both.
Yes,
both
I think you said that very succinctly.
Yeah, she's really skating in here on her 2/10s because my boy Carador is way cooler, way better card.
What?
Justice for Carador.
Really?
Hashtag.
Because Carador is not higher than this card. Get wrecked. You suck.
Oh,
Reaper
no.
King coming in at 123.
2 aura white, 2 aura blue, 2 aura black, 2 aura red, 2 aura green. It can cost 10 mana or 5 mana or any number in between for a 6/6. Other Scarecrow creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever another Scarecrow comes into play under your control, destroy target permanent. You can get this going. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's power. There's not a lot of Scarecrows, but honestly, this is the Changeling deck. Because you get...
Oh yeah, this is
literally just to play as many Changelings as you...
Oh, you want upside. Here's some upside.
Yeah, I would say Reaper King is probably... And he's not the Scarecrow commander. He's the Changeling commander.
Yeah. What's Morophon was the other one, but he's a Changeling commander in a different way.
In a different way. He's literally a Changeling commander. Whereas this is just...
Put your Changelings in this deck. This card costs 5 mana. It's a 6/6. It buffs all your creatures, and they vindicate when they enter the battlefield.
Yeah, so it's a 9 for power. I mean, I'm sure there's ways.
No, it's a 4 for power.
It's 9 for fun. It's super fun to play. You get to have a removal spell on your little...
I think it's expensive enough that it's not degenerate to play.
Oh, it's so expensive. I mean, if
removal.
you're missing one color, it's up to 6 mana. Ugh.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if your creatures said, when this enters, you can pay 5 if you do destroy target permanent, that's not crazy.
I mean,
your first one anyway, and then the next one then it starts getting.
mean,
good. But even if you play this guy and you go creature, you've played 3 bad creatures, destroyed 3 permanents. That's what Windgrace's judgment.
Yeah, and now somebody can just wipe the board. And
I'm not offended by that. I think the art is super weird, and
it's so weird. Do you know which face is? We've gone over this.
Yeah,
before.
we figured it out. Hold on, it's just a rotting pumpkin.
There's a face somewhere in there.
It's a rotting pumpkin.
There's a face hidden in there.
I don't think that there is. Yeah, I don't see an eye. There might be an eye. I like they just came out with this super weird secret lair artwork for it.
What? Its art probably is going to get boosted. That art is super cool.
Maybe we'll do a boost. I mean, it's already a 7 though. I don't know if it's that much cooler than a 7.
I think that is cooler than a 7. I like that art.
I just don't even know what's happening. It doesn't. I don't know.
We'll talk about that later.
Don't hold your breath on that.
That's something we'd have to
super
talk
cool.
about later.
The character is, as much as we say cool, it's cool. You know what cool means.
I mean, he's a pumpkin head scarecrow lord that, I don't know.
He's the Reaper King. Ugh, that's a scary name.
That's a scary name. That is a 10 name if I've ever heard a 10 name.
That's a 10 name.
The Reaper King.
Right. You see Reaper King's like, oh, I bet it's going to be a 10.
I mean, that's the kind of, it sounds like a video game boss.
Well, that's a name you have to back up, but he backs it up.
He doesn't.
He reaps. He reaps. He destroys permanents. What if it's Scry 2 when it entered? That wouldn't be the Reaper King.
I am the Reaper King.
I feel disappointed.
Like every single card from.
Oh yeah.
The latest set.
Throne.
Every card just Scry 2. There's like a million.
Oh, I thought you meant every card sounded like Reaper King. Yeah, count the number of Throne of Eldraine cards on Scry 2.
It's like 4 or 5. It's a lot.
There's the 6 mana 5/5. There's a 3 mana 2/3. There is Witching Well. There is. Those are all common. What are some other ones? They're totally Castle of Antris, Scries 2.
Yeah,
that's 4 at least.
That's 4 off the top of our heads very quickly.
Now we're in.
No, we're not.
We're not in.
This is probably just getting cut.
I don't wanted to do this. Let's just move on, please. I don't care anymore. Let's go to Melek is a Paragon 122. Read it because you didn't read the last one.
4 blue-red, legendary weird wizard 2/4. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast the top card of your library if it is an instant or sorcery. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery from your library, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy.
That includes weird cards that let you look at the top couple and then cast them. Cast one of them.
He's a weird.
Yeah, that joke is not.
You just immediately... Okay, you haven't been using the word weird very often, and immediately when we get into the weird...
Did I say weird?
You said weird, yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, you didn't do it intentionally, that's why I laughed.
It's just like, I'm so exhausted. This is such an exhausting... This particular list.
He's not super powerful because he costs 6 mana, and if you spend 6 mana, how are you casting a spell at the top of your library after that?
You got to build up. You got to power spell to back this guy up, and then you got to untap with it, and then you got to go off, and then maybe you fizzle.
And he requires setup, like a lot of setup. Like
He's really cool.
You got to
actually
manipulate
go
the
off,
top card.
though.
Like, you can't just hope the top card is good.
Stuff over each other at this point. We just like 4 sentences in a row.
He's fun though. This is one of the decks that lets you cast double expropriate.
This is a janky double time stretch, double expropriate, brainstorm, manipulate it, frantic search, copy it, get some rituals, that type of deck. Well, those are 2 different decks actually.
Yeah, I'd play the expropriate version. It's cooler.
That's cooler to you?
I love expropriate.
Double expropriate, kill me. Oh wait, you will because it's double expropriate. I don't hate his art. I like the.
He's weird.
I like the promo better.
He's the only weird commander, right? I don't think there's another weird commander.
Yeah, there actually is. We talked about it before. His name's Morphon.
No,
Shut up.
Shut up.
I like his full art promo, and we hate on Dragon's Maze a lot, but he's one of the shining gems.
I mean,
Dragon's Maze.
The thing is, Dragon's Maze for Commander isn't as bad as Dragon's Maze as a set for Magic.
For Standard or Magic in general. What a joke.
It's a joke for Magic in general, but for Commander, they
happens to be all right.
They put a lot of legends in it that were decent and cool commanders.
You know what? It's probably not even that. They put a lot of legends in it. Some of them happen to be cool. You got 10 dudes. 5 of them are bound to be interesting.
That's true.
We hate you, Dragon's Maze. We hate you.
He got a 10 for his... I think it's the weird. It's just a weird, right?
It's just the weird wizard.
Weirds are weird.
Commentary. We're almost done.
I believe on Ravnica, the weirds are made up of water and electricity.
Or fire and ice or something like that. I think it's just 2 opposite things. Because Frostburn weird is fire and ice, I think. Frostburn.
Yeah. Well, they're made up of 2 things that logically couldn't work. And I think that's why they're called weirds.
I think so.
Because it's even stranger.
Blister coil weird is another one.
Yeah, it's even stranger because these are all based on logic, and like these things defy logic.
That's what they try to do, though. They just defy with their creations.
Yes.
Melek doesn't really do anything in the story, but he's got that weird wizard shtick to back him up.
Is he their Maze Runner?
Yes, he is. Dragon's Maze was great.
Didn't he try and rig it, though?
Did he? I don't know.
I think Niv Mizzet tried to rig it.
I thought that was Rouse Eric.
I don't know.
One of the blue-red legendary people tried to rig the maze, and then it never mattered. So we can move on.
Because Jace won anyway, even though he wasn't anything.
Yeah, we can move to Sakashima the Imposter. We just mentioned her. 2 blue for a 3/1.
That's why I laughed, because we did this twice now.
Shut up. As she enters the battlefield, you may choose a creature in. Okay, you may have Sakashima the Imposter enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except its name is still her. It's legendary in addition to its other types, and it has 2 blue bounce this creature. It even gives you the out to replay it or protect herself.
Sakashima is it's a cool card. This is your clone commander.
The clone commander. They gave you a legendary clone.
I believe it's a he actually. Sakashima, I believe, is a male. Not that it matters.
Damn it!
The only reason is because we gave it an A for coolness, and I double checked when you went upstairs real quick to see why we gave it an A for coolness, and like basically.
Oh, the lore. I thought the gender somehow had to do with the coolness.
No. Basically, he could do whatever. He can become whatever he wants. His ultimate goal is to trick the commies into thinking he's something else.
He's gonna infiltrate the Russians.
He's gonna infiltrate the Russians.
He's gonna trick the commies.
God, really? That's what you were thinking?
Yeah. He's an American hero from the Cold War.
He's gonna get them commies.
Not taking this card seriously ever again. I think cloning things is very fun, and it's almost objectively a 10.
It's objectively a 10?
Basically. This is fun. It's whatever is already out. It can't be miserable to play against because it's already there.
Actually, it can, because if someone plays Vorinclex and somebody plays Vorinclex, it's super miserable to play.
Vorinclex, but hold on. I can pay 2 lands to bounce my Vorinclex. Whee!
You mean 1 land? 2. Oh, no, 2, yeah.
Yeah.
You already took that.
Egg on your face, buddy.
Oh, no.
That'd be broken egg on your face. You must not be subscribed. Number 6. The 6 in the art is...
You okay?
The art is not very good. And I am literally...
It's fine.
I have 4 card types in my graveyard right now. I have Delirium. I don't know what's going on.
Beezy is very delirious right now.
Why don't you just finish this one, and then I'll...
The coolness we went over can basically turn into whatever it wants. And its goal is to trick the commies, eventually. It's okay. The commies.
Ultimately end the
K-A-M-I. Commie.
It doesn't matter how you spell it. It matters how you say it.
Nobody would have thought what you thought until...
Come on. No,
you said that.
That's great. The list is over, though. This portion of our countdown is done. Next week, we got 20 more, and then from then on, we're going chunks of 10 in the top 100 commanders of all time.
And we'll be going into details about the actual decks. We will be going into
what cards might you want to play? We want to keep the episodes roughly as long.
Yes, but there's only going to be 10. We're really going to talk about those commanders, and that's coming up 2 weeks from now.
Yes. Until then, if you're looking to spend money, disposable income, why don't you check out the TCG player link in the description, buy some of these cards. Maybe we shed some new light on it. Maybe you want to go like, man, I really wanted to pull that trigger on that Verena deck I was building. Boom, pull the trigger. Go buy it in the description. Buy whatever you want. We get a kickback on the whatever order you order.
Whatever order you order. Yep.
Help.
There's a link. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that link, buy anything from TCG Player, and we will get kickback.
I made that clear.
Yes, I think I said that more succinctly.
You'll get kicked in the back by people from DCG.
Also,
will come down.
You got disposable income. You don't know what to do with it. Why not become a patron of the Nitpicking Nerds to help support us?
Patreon.com/user/nitpicking nerds. We got 31 people on board with the whole patron shtick. They're giving us money every month. They're helping us upgrade the camera, upgrade the mics, upgrade the lighting, upgrade the desking, upgrade the co-hosts. And we get to do a box opening of Dragon's Maze once we hit 50 patrons.
Who doesn't want to see that? Well, I always say that.
Oh, wait, a regular box opening? Or is it something special?
An underwater box opening of Dragon's Maze.
We hate you, Dragon's Maze.
Who does not want to see that?
Maybe we'll give away some of the cards to our patrons.
Okay, we will.
We'll do a giveaway.
Fine. We're gonna every card that we open. We're just gonna give away all the rares except if we open a foil voice. I want to keep it because I want the damaged foil voice.
If you guys want soggy rares,
head over to Patreon.com right now.
Give us money. And you have a chance to win soggy rares.
Every one of
the worst set since Homelands.
Every one of our patrons will get some card from the set.
Okay.
We're gonna have 50, so we can't do all rares, but everyone's gonna get something.
Maybe somebody will get all the clue stones, all 76 clue stones.
It's gonna be a lot of work to send those out, but we're doing it now. I've already committed to it.
Okay, then please be a patron of our channel.
Who doesn't want a soggy card? We'll even sign your soggy card.
Prospect of this is just so funny to me. We should probably sign off.
It's so funny. The idea that not only do we do a box opening underwater.
First time ever. No one's ever done that before. And if anyone does, screw you. You stole the idea from us.
And we record it. and then we take the cards and we send them to the people who support us. As if they want them.
It sounds like an insult.
It does.
That's just the culture of the Nitpicking Nerds. We're not insulting our fans. We're just memeing to the moon. And our fans love us. Check us out on the Discord. We talk to our fans every day, and they consented to this. They said it sounds awesome.
Yeah, to get access, you need to be a patron.
We're done. The video's over. We got to go. This is like a 2-hour-long video. Peace out, Tribe Scout. We got to go to sleep or edit this or whatever.
Go to sleep for the next 5 hours. What are you talking about?
You've done this to yourself.
No, I didn't.